Hey there guys, it is me, 88 Shadow Angel, here on this quite chilly and frosty morning here in the UK. Well, I'll say good afternoon or good evening, depending on when you watch this vid. But yeah, it's just a quick vid of myself, well, I say it myself, but it's to do with the slideshow that I've got coming on after the vid's finished, which is just a quick talk about what's coming up. So the slideshow that will follow is something I got a very special. I'm trying to think what to say now. I was allowed very specially to go to a big game, which if you've watched Templars Crusade 01, you'll see the BIG Istvaan V, or the Drop Site Massacre game, to go with his heresy campaign that he's been doing, and I was very privileged to be able to go along and grab a load of photos and that of the game, some of the absolutely beautiful models that were on display, and everything else. So that was what the following vid, excuse me. But yeah, so that was it was a really cool game. It must have been at least a good 20-foot board, something like that, and well into the, I don't know, talking of what was about 50, well over 50,000 points of Space Marines. It is a sight to just see that many, many Space Marine models in all their variant sizes, and plus the Primarchs that were on there. Cause like I say, it was hosted by Templars Crusade 01. You also have Chufty there, Hazard Syndrome, Black Legion Braskar was there, Tris Malone, oh no, it's Tris, was there as well. Just trying to think. Kev Case was there. Oh god, I know those. If I've forgotten anyone, I do apologise. But I'll be thinking here, and I'll put a link over to his vid, and I'll be, as you'll see, there'll be you'll see everyone there, or maybe even spot them in photos. But yeah, there was some, like I say, there's some really beautiful models, and it really gave that sense of what the Drop Site Massacre would be like if it actually, if you could actually see it and witness it. So yeah, so that's that. So I thank you very much to Templars for allowing me to be there, as well as the Leamington Gaming Club who hosted it and everything else. Now on to what I'm up to. Within the next, I'll say the next week or so, couple of weeks, is mine. It's my big game, which I've been very much looking forward to since I was told that we were going to do it. Which of course, as I am playing Lehman Russ for the Heresy or the Great Crusade campaign, depending on if you've been following up, is the Space Wars, and obviously, but it's going against the big Magnus the Red, played by Big Steve. I'm sure you've seen vids somewhere on YouTube if you follow this group, the group. But yeah, I can't wait for it. The walls are pretty nearly done, which I'll do a big vid on rather than doing small individual stuff. Because if I do it as small individual bits, it'll just take too long, and I'll spend more time filming than I will actually getting it done and ready and making it look really cool. It's also something I've never seen before. I tried to go with a different direction with Space Wolves. Like I say, going on something I haven't seen. I'm sure there's an army out there somewhere that's already done it and beat me to it. But for that game, I will be fielding 2 full squads of Fenrisian Wolves, which gives me a grand total of 30. Yes, that's 30, all hand painted, not sprayed, because I don't use an airbrush. Yeah. But yeah. But like I say, I'll do a big vid on the Space Wolves. There's about 5,500 points that that I've managed to gain up in points. I'm hopefully going to be able to do a big slide thing for that as well, because I know that it'll just be a really awesome game. And plus, with I believe it's at Temp's house, you'll get to play on his beautiful boards that he has at his, and everything else. So yeah. But last and foremost, before I go, I would like to send out a big thank you to a big thank you and a big congrats to everyone involved in the Heresy campaign. Heresy campaign. You know, I've met so many cool new people, and it's opened me up to YouTube and everything. Get to show off some really cool models and get to meet some really cool painters and modelers and everything. And it's just kind of opened up that sort of new side to this hobby that I've always felt I was kind of missing out on. So yeah, like I say, I've met some new people, I've made some new friends, and everything. So yeah, so you know, I'd like to say that on record. Well, I suppose on record. Let's go it. But yeah. Right, I'll catch you later, guys. Hopefully, like I say, next vid, hopefully be a big Space Wolf one. So keep an eye out for that. So I'll catch you later. Stay safe.